Okay, I'm here live at the Arcade1Up booth. If anybody has any remaining questions.
Look, it's the Wolf of Gaming! Wolf!
Here's a closer look at the new risers. All right, we're trying to get some last minute questions and answers here. If anybody has any questions remaining, I'm here at the booth now, so go ahead and ask me now. One of the questions that have come up was on these Mortal Kombat risers. And it's just the mock-up, it looks like. So here's the actual graphics so you can see it.
I want to see how it looks for real, because on the other side.
Okay.
Let me know if you have any questions.
Somebody did have a question on the group, and they wanted to know on the Galaga cabinet if the Galaxian, what color the ship was.
What color the ship of Galaxian?
Yes.
Is that so? From my memory, before I think the color of the ship was red, white, and blue or something.
Right. Like there was a question because one of the ROMs was said to have been different from what the actual arcade was.
Oh, so basically the arcade ROM versus another version of the emulation.
Right. They wanted to know
which version of the emulation.
Right.
We're using the arcade emulation.
The arcade emulation.
ROM, yeah.
Okay.
Arcade ROM, the real arcade ROMs, and then
So can we see Galaxian in action? Do you have?
Sure. Let me see an open.
They're all loaded up right now.
When we can see it's an open space. What's the plan?
We only have the 3 Galaga machines right now.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Once one of them are freed up.
What other questions y'all got?
And then we don't have a release date for Mortal Kombat yet, right?
Not yet, but it should be coming, I guess, within a couple months.
Within a couple months,
Or
we
sooner.
will have a release date, maybe.
No, it'll be released.
Oh, it would be released?
Yeah.
Because earlier we had thought that this Mortal Kombat would be released in September. It would be earlier than that.
So don't quote me exactly when.
Okay, we're hoping. We're hoping.
No, it'll definitely be before September.
Before September, okay.
But let me
Okay.
find out. Check.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, sure.
When will parts go on sale for Wave 1 cabinets?
That I do not.
Okay.
But yeah, I can get back on this.
Okay.
Look at my card. You got my questions.
Okay. So Rob, to answer your question, we're gonna get that answered briefly, shortly.
Email me.
Okay. Okay. So we'll have those answered.
Yeah.
So here's some action here from the Mortal Kombat cabinet. Mike D on the Kubert cabinet. I'm not sure if that was just a rumor or if it actually will be released. Let me find out. There's Galaga, Street Fighter.
That's pretty crazy. I've never seen that before. They had like everything you could imagine.
Yeah.
I've just never seen that. And it's crazy because it was shorter.
Okay, so we have one where you can sit on either side and play. It's like a cocktail table. Yeah, but it only has 12. other side here.
While we're waiting for the representative to come back, I'll just kind of focus a little bit on these smaller arcade cabinets.
I got the high score. What the fingers did.
These little Wallcades here are pretty neat. They're a lot smaller than any of the other products that they have. And this Galaga specifically looks to be only one game, unlike the other cabinet.
That will come with 2 games.
It will.
Galaga Galaxy.
So we had a question from Mike D.
Mike D, what's up, Mike D? My name is Mike D, and I can't respond.
I'm not sure if that's the same Mike D, but
Hey, Mike D, I used to listen to you.
so he wanted to know when the Cuber plush is on sale.
Cuber plush. I don't think we've announced a Cuber plush.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
What are the plush? Can you kind of explain
I
them?
can show you the plushes.
Okay.
So we have Pac-Man. We have these cool arcade plushes.
So here's all the plushes, and we're kind of getting
Yeah, and then
some eyes on them here.
Oh, actually, I said that. I don't even know. So there is. I don't know exactly when this is coming out. But you know what? If you have any questions about like release time and all that, visit Arcade1Up.com. We keep that updated with
Right.
So
So
information.
you heard it from him. He wanted to let you guys know that anything official is to be put on the website right away. So anything you've heard before that may or may not be true until it goes on the website.
Yep. 100%.
Okay, and then also, will pricing be more than the current $299 as the quality gets better throughout the years?
It's a great question. Right now, the strategy is keeping it at $299, and we're constantly improving the quality as we
Right.
continue to learn. From each production cycle.
So, on the current Mortal Kombat cabinet,
Yeah.
I noticed that the screen's a little bit better than the first gen ones, like the viewing angle and stuff like that. Did those get an upgrade? Are those a different manufacturer process?
So I don't know exactly what's being used on there. I'm not a manufacturing guy, but we are one big upgrade, right? Now we have-
The screen size is the same though,
Yeah,
right?
the screen size is the same, but what we're doing is now we have a protective cover, right?
So
See
the
that?
protective cover will now be
Yes.
by default
Yes.
in there. Okay.
Yes, right. And then now there's gonna be bat tops. This is where in Street Fighter it had the ball tops.
Right.
These become bat tops. We're looking at upgrading the buttons, and so we're consistently.
So
making upgrades.
nothing is set in stone yet. We do know that they will get bat tops. They will have the protector already built in. I don't see T-molding, so I'm not sure if that's going to be included in the new one. But the screen itself is the same size. It's still the 17 inch. So we don't know if the screen. To me, it looks 100% clearer than the Street Fighter cabinet. Right? So this screen, it's the same manufacturer as the one that was on the original.
I do not know.
on that one. Okay. I mean, to me, it's night and day. Like, even if I stand here, I can still clearly see, the Mortal Kombat. On the first gen ones,
You're going to talk about first gen like Street Fighter.
yeah, like Street Fighter and the original release ones, it was somewhat, you had to be like directly looking at them. So here's a good picture, and then you guys can see the newly anticipated risers. So these are going to be kind of cool, coming straight from the manufacturer. So will this increase the price of them, or it'll just be a different option?
That we haven't quite decided yet because we're so early on in production. We haven't even made the official announcement for the risers yet. It's still being worked out.
Okay. So this is still up in the air. It is coming out, but we don't know if it's going to have a different price point or if it's just going to be a different version of the riser. And here's the gameplay.
This model is from the very first line of arcade machine.
They're going to be around $50 for the risers. Now, does the Cubert plush doll do anything, or is it just like a toy?
Yeah, they talk, I believe. Yeah.
Oh, they do talk?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of the plushes, they have like activations.
All right, so here's the plush toy for Cubert. Yeah, you're right, Mike D. It does talk. It says talking plush, so let's see what it says here. So I'm not sure if you guys can hear it, but it's having, I can clearly hear the sounds from the original arcade cabinet when he gets hit by something and it shows that profanity thing. That's the sound that you hear. And then there's another one where he's like bouncing off, he falls off the side. That is what I'm hearing here. Let's see what Dig Dug. Yeah, those are pretty cool. That one's not working. That's pretty neat.
Original sounds.
Yeah, all original sounds from the arcade. So, and then these have already been released, so you can currently get these,
Yeah, you
right?
can get these lights. These are new lights over here. You can see some over there as well. In addition, these are new light-up marquees that we're going to be selling as well.
Okay, here's a closer look at the light-up marquees that you guys have been asking about.
We also have some new tins coming out.
Some new tins, so you guys could deck out your man caves. So these are pretty cool.
If you have any questions, I'm going to give Yeah.
Some retro ones.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. I mean, this booth is pretty much decked out. It's pretty cool. See if I can get through in the.
If you have any more questions, I'm happy to help you.
Okay, great. So we did have one question. Somebody had asked about the Galaxian cabinet and what color the spaceship was. Do you have a cabinet so we can see it?
Yeah.
As you guys can see, this booth is super busy. So,
Yeah, it's over here.
okay, so he's playing Galaga right now.
Oh, okay.
So, where will the plushies be sold?
Walmart.
At the same retailers?
Yeah, exactly.
So you can go to Walmart, you guys can go to Best Buy, any place that has these cabinets will also feature the plushies, the tins, the risers, everything else. So there's, okay, so here's the close-up. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it looks like the ends are red and then the top of it is white. Will you guys sell anything on your website, or is it just retailers only?
For right now, it's just going to be retailers.
So everything will be sold through retailers. There's not going to be an online store at this time.
Yeah.
That may change later, but for this time, everything's going to be retail.
Yeah, we are looking at. I mean, you can pick it up on the retailer's website, and we are looking at other options. But right now, that's all we have.
Okay. Right now, just to answer your NBA Jam, I think that got asked a million times by different people that came in here the last couple days, and they're looking into different licensing options. So it's still prototype.
Yeah,
this
for sure.
concept.
Like, whatever you guys see, if we haven't announced it, I mean, we're still trying to secure licenses, right? And you do so by creating prototypes and presenting it to the licensor, seeing what they think about it. So just because you've seen it doesn't mean it's necessarily going to happen. You know what I mean?
Right.
So just
Does a retailer like it? Do they see a market for
Exactly,
it? That kind of stuff.
exactly.
Is the public asking for it?
Exactly. Yeah. for
Okay.
sure. So there's quite a few different factors there.
Will they be selling a monitor overlay for the current Asteroids machine that has the graphics like the boulders of the original? So, I think Jeff is asking if there will be an option to buy these overlays to kind of change it a little bit, like different updates and upgrades.
For sure, yeah. We've actually gotten a lot of questions about the artwork as well, and the side panels, or like if I wanted to say run Galaxian artwork versus Galaga, or like, you know, Bad Boys or 1942 or 44 instead of Final Fight.
Right.
But the reality is that takes up space, and warehouses that takes up space, and retailers. So we're probably just going to stick with the main titles and artwork and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just to keep it simple and to keep them out there and keep production going, right?
Exactly, yeah, no, like if you look at it, right, we have a ton of retail space in like Walmart and Best Buy, GameStop, FYE, and that
Right.
costs a fortune. So imagine you needed to have a variation of each artwork now, or a variation of all the different graphics and stuff like that per title. So
Right. It's a lot of real estate.
4 games, 11 cabinets now. So yeah, tons of space we would have to have.
Somebody asked if that could be a cool option, maybe doing it online and just being able to order that stuff, like the additional graphics on their website, but I think that's still up in the air.
Yeah, for sure. Like we would definitely look into that, but nothing's been set in stone just yet.
Will they re-release their Asteroids Deluxe cabinet?
Oh, the 6-in-1, is that what you're
Right, the
talking
6-in-1. That was a Costco exclusive, right?
about? Yeah, we're definitely looking for a home to put that in.
Okay.
We haven't set anything in stone for that yet.
But there was nothing like wrong hardware-wise with the cabinet itself, right? It was
Yeah,
just
no,
like...
no, it's perfectly fine. It's just like all of our other cabinets.
Okay.
There just wasn't an agreement, and I mean, keep your eyes open. There may be something happening in the future with that cabinet.
Okay. Will Fry's also have an exclusive?
Retailer exclusives vary. We haven't quite made the announcement yet on where these are all going to go, so I can't really discuss that.
Okay. But Mortal Kombat will be available to all of them, right? Because that's such a hot, talked about cabinet that everybody wants.
We haven't talked about that just yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
I hope that answers all your questions. If you guys have any more, just let me know.
Okay, thank you so much.
No problem. Enjoy your show.
Thank you. Dragon's Lair and Space Ace would be great. Those were those were Laserdisc games, and I think those would be a lot harder to emulate. But I would like to see those too. Yeah, I saw the
Oh, you saw Galaxy.
the ship. Yeah. So
What color was it?
well, it had the red outside, and then the middle was white. And I mean that's how I remember it. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
I personally don't remember what that.
Right, the
Okay,
details
the
of that.
details of
Yeah.
that, but I'm glad that you guys are knowledgeable like that.
Right. So, you guys are right. In the interview, somebody had mentioned that the Mortal Kombats were going to be released in September, and now I've heard from them that it could actually come sooner within the next couple months. So a little bit more detailed look on the Mortal Kombat here with the overlay and everything else, the run button for Ultimate. I mean, the machine to me looks very nice. Will Wave 1 still get... Okay, so we have another question. Will the original Wave 1 machines still continue to be produced, or was that like a one-time deal and now you guys are going to phase them out and just focus on phase 2?
No, well, they'll continue to be available.
Okay.
Yeah.
So since it's so difficult to get the licenses for these in the first place, I imagine they would want to keep these up and on sale throughout phase 2. So yeah, expect to see these cabinets from Wave 1 continue to sell. He did not say anything about the release date for the accessories, like the plushies or anything else, so... Well, again, you guys, this is a pretty cool booth. A lot of action here. There's so many people just kind of coming here and playing the games and seeing them for the first time. I don't see a Miss Pac-Man cabin or anything. It's just the ones that you guys have already seen. Here's Dig Dug.
Now we have a whole.
Driving game in the future, I'm not sure. I could ask him if you guys really want me to.
Oh my gosh, it's the wolf. What's up, dude? Nice to see you.
You didn't see me here. You didn't see me here. So somebody was asking about a driving game. Is that a potential, or is that something?
Looking at all
avenues of this. So you guys,
we're getting feedback from the community.
right?
Seeing,
Taking that feedback, going back to corporate, and then discussing
for sure.
everything that you guys have heard.
Yeah.
What about these trackballs? Like, I noticed that on the one with the golf, it does feel a lot better.
It's a different trackball. I mean, it's a bigger trackball for sure. So.
But is this the first one, like Gen 1 trackball? Because this one even feels better than the one that came in the 12-in-1.
These are still in development.
So these are still in development, but they're really cool. And like somebody mentioned, they don't have a price point yet. But
We're looking maybe around 179.
179 seems to be something that was thrown around. And that's the mock-up of what it would look like
Exactly.
with the
Packaging.
packaging and everything else. The screen size on these are different. I mean, that one's, what are these, like 7-inch?
That I don't know. Like, I don't know the size of them.
Is Mr. Do coming out? That would be like a licensing thing, I'm sure, but they are looking at all of
Yeah,
them.
we're looking at all licenses.
Yeah, all licenses. I think the hardest license to get ever would be Nintendo, right? So many people have asked about Donkey Kong. So this would be,
That's been requested. You know, we're pursuing everything.
yeah.
We're pursuing everything.
Yeah, they've hit a nice niche here because this is like the home market. They're not going for like the whole arcade replication. It's just like the in-between, right?
Oh, I mean, we're looking at a variety of games that appeals to a variety of audiences. So,
Right.
you know, yeah, in the beginning you're gonna want all the classic games, but you know, we'll see. We're looking at every game that's popular.
Yeah, I don't know what the screen size is. To me, it looks like a 7-inch. Maybe it's an 8-inch, but and the wall units are actually going to be.
It is.
But I feel like time's going by quick.
Are the wall units going to be around the same price
The same price as this.
as these?
We haven't have an official price point yet, but these are about 229.
So 229-ish.
Yeah.
And here's a mock-up of the packaging.
It's hidden there, but it is there.
All right, guys, I think we've beaten this one to death here, and all of the questions have been asked the last couple of days, and I don't think there's anything else to ask. So, one last look at the Mortal Kombat before I let you guys go. They don't have a date on the stools, but they have different sizes, and they look really cool. You want to see the Karate Champ in action? Would you guys be able to display some of the gameplay in Karate Champ?
Oh man, I can try.
All right, so we're gonna have a little try for you and see if that's something that you guys.
Have you ever played this before? You use these controllers in various. Oh wait, this is Karate Champ. Isn't this the one where you play against each other? Oh, here's where we get to practice. back kick. Oh, down with this. Boom.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was asked.
Look down here
Again,
and it tells you
Carlos,
what to do.
they're looking
Up,
into
boom.
licensing, and nothing is holding them
Up
back.
and left.
They would love to have the licensing for
know what I mean?
everything, but it's
So-
all a matter of
Trying to look at
working
this
with the
chart,
original
so- but
developers
there's
of the
four
game.
here.
So
You just got me. So
the Karate Champ cap looks
Yeah, you're the red
really
dude, right?
awesome. And obviously, it's a Data East cap,
moving towards me?
so it'll have Bad
not
Dudes
playing
Burger
video game
Time,
two-player.
Caveman
That's
Ninja. But of course, the main
Getting
artwork
worked.
is going to be Karate
I
Champ.
guess it's only one player.
How do you play Bad Dudes with no buttons? So that was one of the questions. So this cabinet also has Bad Dudes, but there is no buttons. It just has the 2 joysticks.
Okay, this is a prototype for now.
So it only has Karate Champ, right?
But we're showing Karate Champ here, but it's again still in development. Even our review. We're shooting what the control panel is going to be.
Okay, so this might change. They might add buttons, but right now it's just a prototype only showing Karate Champ. So we don't know how it'll look like when Bad Dudes is running on it. Here's some Street Fighter cocktail table action. All right, Street Fighter
All right, where's the?
is really cool looking with the new stalls here, or stools.
All right, let me get Frankie in. Can you press new challenger?
All right, so these guys are about to engage in the Street Fighter fight. As you can see, here's some gameplay.
Can you enter?
There should be a player 1, player 2
There's a
button
player
somewhere.
2 button here. Is there a player 1 button on the side?
Okay, so the player 1, player 2 buttons are here on the side.
Press it. Press it now. Oh, here you're right.
Man, this cabinet is really nice.
Yeah, you're pink 2 player.
So I think they'll have to have another riser.
You like it?
I'm sure
I'd
somebody's
rather
asked
be
already,
totally-
but this will probably need a riser too because it's very low.
This is just a
I'll see
prototype.
if I
It's just
die.
a prototype. It will be higher, so it won't necessarily need a riser. It'll just be higher.
Yes.
Okay.
We're looking into
Everything.
risers needed, but yeah, this is lower than it'll actually be. It'll
Okay.
be very comfortable when you finally do
Oh,
it.
right. But the artwork looks phenomenal.
Oh man, I love it.
I mean, this is really on point. If I walked in and I had a DeLorean and I came back into the 90s,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be like.
And then this will be die cut too. It just
Oh, okay.
So
So this would also be cut.
yep.
So since this is a prototype, this is just what it looks like now. Obviously, you guys notice it has the ball tops. By this point, by the time it gets released, it'll probably have tops.
We're looking into that. For sure with MK will.
For sure, Mortal Kombat would have bat tops.
But we're seeing if we can get this the bad top. So
Okay.
I will try.
The bar stools are really, really nice. And like I said, there's 2 sizes. They're $50 or around there. Multiple games. I mean, all, appears to be chrome. The sound on the cocktail table is hard to hear what it's actually going to sound like. It's so loud in here. There's so much stuff going around. So I don't know. I expect it to be mono just like the other one is.
I can't feel my. Oh.
Good. I hate those.
Same with the sound on Mortal Kombat. Actually, that one sounded pretty good, considering how loud it is in here. So, I think Mortal Kombat and the Street Fighter ones are still using that same single speaker, and there's no additional upgrades from the first gen ones that we saw. Those tools will be around $50. So it looks like Frankie lost.
I almost had it.
So back to the drawing board. But
Stick to Street Fighter.
I don't think there's any emulation issues yet on the Mortal Kombat. They are using the Mu emulator as opposed to MAME, so it's said to run a lot better.
These joysticks, though.
Like a bar. Type bar.
But yeah, see if you can pick it up. Is this heavy or is this heavy? Would one guy be able to pick this up? We're gonna try to pick up this cabinet and take it to my car.
Oh, it's not attached well, dude. Oh, it's light.
All right, guys, take off, take off. We're trying to.
Normal coffee taste.
You think we'd be able to lift this and take over my car? So, what do you think? Like 50 pounds?
It's not even 50 pounds.
So it's very light. Again, this is just prototype. I didn't see anywhere on any of the control panels because they all have the little plexiglass thing on there. So I think they've addressed that and they're going to fix them in future cabinets. All right, guys. I think I've beat this to death now. So we're going to go check out other stuff, but thanks for tuning in. Gonna head over to my groupies now.